I have literally tried to film this video 3 times. I'm annoyed. Hey guys, it's Jasmine and I'm back today with another video. So today's video is going to be all about grad school. If you did not watch my video where I had 2 huge announcements, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, basically I was accepted into grad school for my FNP and I made a video about it. And then I just didn't talk about it anymore. I think I made a post on Instagram and I low-key mentioned it in like the hashtag. So a couple of you guys tried to call me out on it, but don't even trip. I was gonna address it when I was ready. I just had to make sure that I was ready. Basically, that's what this video is gonna be about. I'm gonna tell you about everything that's going on with the grad school process. So if you're interested, make sure you continue to watch. Is I have been going back and forth if I actually want to go to grad school, and every single day my thought process is different. Every single day I change my mind. I can go 2 days with saying I'm gonna do it, and then the next day I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's just been a battle within myself of if I actually want to do it or not, and there's a couple of reasons why. So if you are new to my channel and you don't know, I am a military spouse. I don't make a big old hoopla about it because I just don't define myself as like an army wife, but I am. I'm married to the military, stationed in New York, and I hate it. I hate living here, and I'm not a person who generally says that I hate something. I was brought up to think that hate is a bad word, and I usually try to replace hate with dislike, but no, I generally hate this place. It is super cold. It is literally snowing like right now. Outside is snow on the ground in April. I've lived the past 5 years in Texas. I'm a down south girl and I'm just not built for the snow. I don't like being cold. It makes me angry, and literally it's like cold all year here. We are usually on every duty assignment for at least 3 years, but every once in a while you get the opportunity of leaving quicker if you get a special duty assignment or a special position in the military. How realistic is it for that to happen to us? Not really, but it always is an option. Right now I'm under a 2-year contract with the hospital that I work for because I took a sign-on bonus. I'll address that in another video and kind of let you guys know all about that. If I was to leave quicker than 2 years, since I am military, I would just pay the prorated amount back to the hospital. And if I was to go to grad school, I am committing me and my family to staying here at least 2.5 years. That's the #1 reason why I go back and forth every day. It's because I know that I would commit me and my family here another 2.5 years, because FNP program is not just something like your undergrad where you can be like, oh, I'll stop going to school here and then I'll go to school somewhere else. All my credit's going to transfer and I can pick up there. It just don't go that smoothly. It's already hard as is getting accepted into an FNP program. So once I get accepted and I start, I don't want to stop doing it just because I have to move. Then that leads me into the next reason, which is this program is a hybrid program, which means some of it is online, some of it is on campus. I'm not really a campus type of girl. I actually like distance learning and I like to be self-paced, and sometimes I feel like I teach myself better than actually going to a class and listen to an instructor, because sometimes they be stupid and you like, how did you become an instructor? But either way it goes, this is a hybrid program. I guess there are some classes that you would benefit from more, especially being FNP, going and sitting in class. For example, the advanced health assessments. I understand going to a class and learning that, but my problem with that is I would have to drive almost 2 hours once a week to get to school, and that's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. It is very doable, and I know some people who work commute is about the same distance, and it's just me hating to drive that far for a couple of hours. Now, if I lived in the town where the school is, it would be a completely different scenario. and I wouldn't complain about it as much. But based off of the website, when I first applied to the school, it made it look like the first year was going to be completely online, and then the second year you would have to go to campus once a week for some of your classes, as well as do your clinical sites. I didn't think I was going to be required to go on campus starting the very first semester. And when it snows here, it snows so bad, and my car sits so low to the ground, I get stuck really easy. Of course, I'm going to switch over to snow tires for the next snow season, even though, like I said, it's snowing right now. I'm just worried that if I do this, I will miss a lot of classes because the commute is so far, and I am so scared of driving in the snow that I will be like, I'm just not going to go to class. It all just basically ties into me living here in New York, not liking the weather, not liking this small podunk town that I live in. It's actually not even considered a town because it's not populated enough to be considered a town. It's actually considered a village. Yeah, girl. I have started the process of submitting a lot of paperwork that grad school requires, but there is about 80% of the stuff that I'm required to do that I have not even touched. And it's just because I don't really know if I want to go. I paid my deposit to secure my spot, and there is actually an open house / orientation in June. So I do have a couple of months to kind of make up my mind, but there's a lot of stuff that I have to do to prepare for grad school that I just have not had any motivation to do. And I think it is partially because I also looked at the program schedule, and sis, when I tell you, I immediately had PTSD, like anxiety to nursing school. Like, it was so bad. I looked at the schedule, I was like, oh, I feel like I am putting myself back in nursing school. And when I tell you nursing school was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, I don't physically, like, it physically made me nauseous. I'm like, can I really do this again? Like, am I capable of completing this program successfully and passing boards? Like, I never thought I would sit for another boards. Like, after NCLEX, I was like, I'm done. I'm not sitting for another boards at all. And if you see my NCLEX video, you know why. Your girl was so stressed, and looking at the schedule, it basically looked like a nursing schedule times 10. Yeah, and then that's kind of where like self-doubt played a huge role, and I could see why a lot of people choose not to go the nurse practitioner route and to just venture out of nursing altogether. Because let me tell you, that schedule in 2 years, it looks damn near impossible, and like, I'm just stressed already thinking about it. And I'm not even supposed to start until fall of 2018. The last thing is, I have also been looking at scholarships, or trying to research scholarships and funding for grad school, because it is not cheap by any means. It is so, like, my deposit was pricey, okay? And I was just like, okay, I already have student loans from undergrad, and I really don't want to stack student loans on top of student loans, but it looks like that's probably going to be my only option. I have seen a couple of scholarships, and actually a subscriber recommended the Excelsior scholarship for New York. And for that scholarship, you had to be a resident of New York for the past 2 years. And my actual permanent home of record is Oklahoma, because that's where I'm from. I still have an Oklahoma license and all of that other stuff because I'm military. So it's kind of a little bit different for me. And also, you have to make less than $100,000 a year in order to qualify for the Excelsior program, and I make well over that with me and my husband's income combined. So I don't qualify for that at all either. And a lot of other scholarships are kind of like that. In order to qualify, you have to make less than a certain amount. And being that I'm a registered nurse and then my husband's in the military, majority of the time we make more than what the scholarship requires, or I just simply don't qualify for scholarships because they are targeted towards ethnicities or they're targeted towards specific states, and it's just like, I don't know what to do funding wise. I've talked to a couple of people who are actually nurse practitioners who have finished the program, and a lot of them have come into the same problems where they could not find the funding for it. And basically what they do is either they went into the military, because the military will pay back your loans as long as you commit to a certain amount of time within service. I have no desire to join the military. My husband hopefully will be done within the next 6 years, and I want to be done with the military completely. Or they apply for a repayment loan that requires you to work in like a rural area for a certain amount of time. Or of course sign another contract with a hospital for them to pay for your loans as long as you commit to working for them for the next X amount of years. So it looks like a lot of people do take the loans and try to find like repayment plans or loan forgiveness plans, and that just brings me stress and anxiety too, because I can't commit to working in a rural area because I can't commit to even staying in one place for a certain amount of time because we are military. So it's just a lot of frustrations because of uncertainty, and it's uncertainty about living here, the weather, the commute, if I'm able to do it, and I don't know, it just stresses me out. So right now I'm in the process of being stressed, and I don't know if I can just 100% commit right now. And that's where I am. I am not even going to leave you guys with this video saying that I am going to do it. We are going to vlog all of this. This is going to be a process that I can take you on, because right now I'm just not sure. And that's just being real. This is like real life stuff. And yeah, I don't know. See, that's what's going on with grad school, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave them down below in the comment box. And until the next video, I'll talk to all of you huns later. Bye.